Would Albert Einstein plead for a vision that exhibits 1. Childlike curiosity, and 2. Exhibits the symmetry in nature, and 3. Is the culmination of a child's visual thinking, whose audiometric analog is, unequivocally, the prelude to also Sprach Zarathustra, and is in fact the uncontestable physical theory of e pluribus unum. Would Albert Einstein express himself with great passion on the question of the making of a motion picture for children worldwide?
Well, honestly, I don't feel like doing this. This is not something I'm going to enjoy. Why am I doing it? I have 4 kids. They're all grown up. They're brave people. They have made their voices heard. My wife is a brave woman. She is making her voices heard. And I think they're simply waiting for me. Where am I? Why aren't I saying something? So I've decided that I will make a little video and put it on my website. It's a rather popular website. Many people see it. And I am going to say something now that may make you uncomfortable. It makes me very uncomfortable. But here it is. I'm going to read it. Like most of you, I am worried about the strange and dangerous things that Trump has done since becoming president. Trashing our closest neighbor, Mexico, dictating a very dangerous immigration policy almost designed to recruit more terrorists, bizarre attacks on our press, an obsession with the size of his crowd. And I'm delighted with the protest movements that have sprung up in response. But I have to say I'm also worried that these things are distractions, designed or not, I don't know, which take attention away from something even more sinister. The most dangerous developments to date only made page 5 in today's Chronicle. The purging of Chairman Dunford of the Joint Chiefs of Staff from the National Security Council. His replacement, a man known for his extreme racism and power hunger, Stephen Bannon. The NEC advises the President, in this case a man of great ignorance and very little curiosity, about security matters. Having the ear of Trump, maybe being Trump's brain, Bannon will be the most powerful person on that council. I don't like melodrama, but this is the way the National Socialists began their power grab. National Socialists, I don't think that is something that Bernie Sanders would have approved of. In case you don't know, National Socialists has another name, Nazis. That's the way the Nazis began their power grab immediately after Hitler became Reich Chancellor. Their first action was to purge the security apparatuses of the German states of all Weimar Democrats and replace them with Nazis, Himmler, Göring, and others. Bannon is a man who would have been very comfortable with that crowd. I am worried that the loose cannon acts, Mexico immigration, size of his rally, blah, 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 are distracting us, while Bannon slides himself into power. Make no mistake, this is a grab by a clever, devious, and power-hungry man. It is a putsch. This may well be the most important target for our protests. Personally, it scares me more than anything else the Orange Godzilla has done. Please don't ignore it and please respond with action. Thank you.
The first equation on the Einstein tablet is a structure law. It includes Newton's law of structure and Einstein's enriched, tenfold enriched law of gravitational field structure. The second equation on the Einstein tablet is a photoelectric effect. It is not a theory of photons. The third equation, E equals mc squared, is not a structure law, as it is a kinematic law that says nothing about the substructure of a proton or neutron or electron. So we write this. E equals third equation on the Einstein tablet. E equals m c squared. This, again, is not a structure law. The third equation is not a structure law. Einstein's first equation is a structure law, a powerful structure law. So we write this. E equals third equation on the Einstein tablet. E equals m c squared. This, again, is not a structure law. The third equation is not a structure law. Einstein's first equation is a structure law, a powerful structure law. E equals mc squared according to the child's atomistic hierarchy. There is a structure law, which means, according to billions, millions, and millions of children, that the substructure of a proton or neutron is a smaller elementary particle, a smaller universe, which on the structure of the field, which is available on Kindle, describes as a maximum galactic assemblage to the -1. What does that mean? It's very simple. It's a smaller dimension of matter's construction. It has a superposition of gravitational fields from smaller elementary particles of construction, exactly as Carl Sagan says. So we will write it simply as mgA to the -1. mgA to the -1 is a structure law. And Hans Albert Einstein, my dear friend, I'm sure he agreed completely. So we write down the new enriched structure law to E equals mc squared, we're writing it down simply here as a summation, a linear summation. That's what this symbol means. A summation of smaller elementary particle, p to the negative 1 in the child's atomistic hierarchy, 1 over r squared, Newtonian, Einsteinian gravitational fields. So, from a smaller dimension of matter construction, the gravitational fields from 10 to the 80th of the smaller child's atomistic hierarchy, smaller dimensions of matter construction, their gravitational fields diverge infinitely far right from the surface of our P naught elementary particle, which is a neutron, a proton, electron. And those gravitational fields from a smaller dimension of matter construction diverge like also sprach Zarathustra and extend into here. Okay. This is a 1 over r squared. This is the child structure law behind E equals mc squared, which you see there. A proton is a maximum, a smaller galactic universe, just as ours is a unit universe as we look outward.